Hello, everyone. So, this Saturday, Survivor Series is coming to Chicago. I don't live in Chicago, I just happen to have a Chicago shirt, and there's a lot of things that could, should, shouldn't, and have to happen. But what? And what's gonna happen? Well, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to predict every match and maybe some segments along the way and figure out what's going to be happening at Survivor Series and what may come of it in the future. Royal Rumble ish. So we're going to be going in the order these matches were announced, starting or modified. Starting with Rhea Ripley versus Zoey Stark for the Women's World Championship. This is a match that is there for Rhea to win, unfortunately. Zoey is there, not necessarily a squash fodder, but she's Zelina Vega. Less popular Zelina Vega. For a good reference point. She's smaller woman who's not really been able to do a lot and hasn't been pushed a lot, but now getting that big world title shot after proving herself for like a month. I like Zoey Stark. I think she should be more than this. However, that's what she is, unfortunately. Rhea's going to win, clearly. Would it be cool to see Zoey win? Oh, absolutely. But Zoey's not losing. Rhea's not losing until Mania. That's pretty obvious. Or maybe Royal Rumble, but it's got to be one of the two. And they're advertising Rhea for Elimination Chamber in Australia, where she is from. So if she doesn't have the world title in Australia, people going to be mad for some reason. But I predict Rhea to win. Maybe not like a squash match necessarily, but, the big dastardly heel and the upstart babyface having a big clash, and heel dominates for most of the match. And the babyface makes a big comeback. They hit their finisher. One, two. Oh, the ref got pulled out, or someone broke it up. What? Oh no, the heel countered. The heel countered. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. Pretty normal. That's how I expect it'll go. That's how it should go. So, unfortunately, it's going to be a loss for Zoey and a win for Mommy. Next up is Gunther versus The Miz. I have no particular reason why I pronounced it like that, but Gunther is a pretty official guy, so he probably does that too. So, this is Gunther's first IC title defense on a live event, premium live event, since SummerSlam. So it's been a while. He has been defending the title on TV. Last on October 16th, which is kind of a while ago, but at live events he has been defending it quite often. Nonetheless, does anybody really think The Miz has a chance? Again, Miz is what's a good reference point? Here we go. The Miz, right, is what Goldberg was supposed to be to Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber 2022, or what Goldberg was to Drew McIntyre at Royal Rumble 2021. That old legend who you beat for the title and dominantly. That's what's going to happen here. I didn't predict the previous match to be a squash. This is a squash, and if it isn't, the booking is terribly. I like fun Miz, like good Miz, but the best payoff to this would be Miz just getting his ass whooped. And I'd be there for it. I would like to see Miz put up an okay fight, but Gunther's going to win. Pretty obvious. Rhea, I forgot to mention this a moment ago. Rhea will probably go on, again, lose at Mania. Zoey will probably stay more in the mid-card. Hopefully introduce some mid-card women's titles, like a women's version of the US and IC championships. It's really needed. I've been begging for those for ages now. And here, Gunther will go on, again, also probably lose at Mania. There's going to be a lot of losses at WrestleMania 40 at this rate. Think about it. Like, Gunther at Mania. Actually, no. Gunther at Rumble. Rhea at Mania. Roman at Mania. Probably Logan at Mania. it's him. So what do you know? Anyways, the Miz will just be the Miz. Gunther to win, pretty dominant, beat Miz easily. Next up, we have, drum roll please, Carlito versus Santos Escobar. Wait, no, I have to do the promo. Here we go. Carlito versus Santos Escobar. Perfect. Anyways, this is here in the same vein as why Gunther is facing Miz. It's person proving themselves by beating a legend. It's pretty cut and paste. It happens all the time. If we even look at the most recent WWE Premium Live event, let's see how many of those there were. World Wrestling Entertainment events, Premium Live events, pay-per-views and PLEs. Submit. Most recent event was Crown Jewel. Let's see. Rhea defeating Nia, I guess, is technically one. Solo beating Cena, clearly. Logan beating Rey is one. Yeah, there were 1, 2, you could argue 3. It's a very common tactic employed by the WWE, and it works. So I don't blame him. This is going to be a win as well for Santos. Again, let's get my little representation people out. So, evil villain who just turned versus the legend babyface. The legend looks like they're going to have a great chance. Oh, boom, suplex. Oh, spear, 1, 2. Oh, kick out. Then the heel comes back at the very end. Oh, hits their big move. 1, 2, 3. Heel wins pretty not necessarily dominantly, but he proves that he can beat legends and look good. And Santos is actually a pretty good heel. He tweeted today, it's Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. That he's thankful for himself, which is very heelish to do. This will be coming out on Friday. I'm going to schedule it to upload about 7 a.m. on November 24th. But happy late Thanksgiving, or if you're watching this in a further Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving to you. Santos to win, beating Carlito quite well. From here, Carlito will probably just chill with the LWO. But I'm going to start into a rivalry with Santos and one of 2 teams, either Los Lotharios or Joaquin Wilde and Cruz del Toro. One of them's going to turn and help out Santos. It's probably Los Lotharios, Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza, for those wondering. They did really well in NXT the other week, and it just fits well. I'm pretty sure they have some familial ties. So that could be something going into Rumble. Maybe an actual TV match. Oh, shocking, I know. That's where I expect that to be going. On to another match that's going to be going a lot of places. The women's War Games match, which for some reason has one less participant than the men's. Little weird, but nonetheless chill. Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, and Shotzi, who's there to take the pin, versus the new Damage Control, which is clearly led by Dakota Kai. Is that not obvious? Pretend that Baron is all of Damage Control. Damage Control, they're chilling in the ring. Ha 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 ha. Bayley's like, come on, guys, let's go. And Dakota comes in. Let's go. It happened on SmackDown, I think a week ago. Bayley said, let's go. They didn't leave until Dakota told them. Now, injured Dakota, that's a good thing for her to be doing. And we got an Australian War Games, too. She was like, Ed War Games. Woo! Aussie, Aussie, Aussie. Oi, oi, oi. Big spider. It was funny. But this is a win for Damage Control. They need the win. They've been losing too much. I don't get why they booked Damage Control like they did. They've just been booking them to lose over and over again. Like, their loss at Mania was pointless if you look in retrospect. Like, it's a 6-man tag match. And they lost to Becky, Lita, and Trish. Lita disappeared after, a month. after this. That was her last match. It was her last one. She's just poof, gone. Then Trish, she was there for the longest feud with Becky Lynch you've ever seen, except maybe Charlotte. And Damage Control just floated around. The only women's faction in the WWE, basically. And they just do nothing for, almost 8 months now? Nearly 8 months, just effing around. It was pointless in retrospect. Should be a win for Damage Control. They're going to turn on Bayley. I think that's also become clearer as times come on. But with Triple H and creative, he does like to pull some twists and turns. So they might not actually turn on Bayley. I think they will. They're going to win the match, but Bayley's going to be hindering them somehow. Or she's going to be saying something, and they're like, no. Woo! We all won. Da, 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 da. And then Bayley's like, oh, yeah, guys. Oh, whoa, whoops. Oh, yeah, guys, great. Boom. Explosions everywhere. So, heel team to win. And Bayley to get turned on. The faces will just go facing about. And Bayley, obviously, will go face again. Maybe go back to the hugger or a more face-like gimmick. If you've noticed, she hasn't cut her hair in a very long time. Her hair has just been growing out from when she originally cut it off. And now she's back to normal hair length. Hugger hair length, you could say. And lastly, the men's War Games match. Well, I guess not last technically, but second to last, the men's War Games match, where Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Jey Uso, and Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton, because this graphic doesn't show him, bam, take on the Judgment Day, all the dudes from the Judgment Day, and D. McIntyre, or as he once called himself, Big D. Great point. This is a tune to the Royal Rumbles, in a sense. It's face wins Rumble, heel wins Rumble. Face wins Elimination Chamber, heel wins Elimination Chamber. Face wins Survivor Series War Games, heel wins Survivor Series War Games. Voila. It's just booking. If you look at the previous War Games in the 2022 event, the War Games women's, the face women won. The War Games men, the heel women won. Voila. It's gonna be how it's gonna turn out. You need one of each. Excuse me. The last time that didn't happen was Royal Rumble 2022. I think it was the 2022 Royal Rumble when Ronda and Brock won, and they were both heels at the time. But otherwise, my point stands. This is, again, just faces, team of random faces, beat up on heels. Wah! Heels do some silly stuff, and they lose. We're probably going to get another Finn meme face. JD's there to take the pin. If you look at War Games matches, there are people there to take the pin. That didn't happen at the first event. Dakota just took the pin because she could, basically. But in the men's, it was Kevin, who out of the bunch, Kevin makes the most sense to take the pin there because you don't want to pin it on Ridge or Butch. But nonetheless, Shotzi's there to take the pin for the women, and JD's there to take the pin for the men. I predict the faces to win. But last, and certainly not least, Shinsuke Nakamura. He's been talking about this mysterious person for quite a while now. Who could it be? You want to take a guess? Shinsuke comes out. He's like, I've been looking for this person for so long. Let me fight you. Come on! And who's going to be? Well, that's up to you to decide. I'm not going to make any real prediction on it. Well, it's going to be obviously Okay, so that's the end of the video. I have nothing really else to say. I'm just going to run over, in summary, what I'm going to say for every single match. So, we're going to have Rhea Ripley retaining her world title over Zoey Stark in a close match. The Miz losing to Gunther in a not close match. Santos Escobar getting his win over Carlito. The new Damage Control beating the team of Mishmash Faces by having Shotzi take the pin. And the team of Mishmash Faces getting the win over Judgment Day. And coming back and shocking everyone. So, those are my predictions. What do you think? Do you think I'm completely right, completely wrong? What do you got? Put it in the comments down below. Make sure to like, subscribe. I post wrestling content. If you like wrestling, that's where you want to be. I'm going to be doing, again, my results and reactions video on Monday or Tuesday because I'm not going to be watching this event till Sunday. So make sure you have a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good dawn, good dusk, good whatever, and goodbye.